Like right there, just right there.
You just met Michael Jackson. You just met Michael Jackson.
Can you believe that? Dude,
I gotta get this.
Jackson.
I gotta get this. He's like freaking out.
I shook his hand. He's standing right there.
Here. Hey, go! And I turn around and Michael Jackson is behind me in the closet. I was like, oh, Mike? He's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, what? Hey, what's up, man? So I got Michael Jackson, like captive audience, all to myself. I'm like, all the questions I could have asked, everything I could have said. What's the glove made out of? What's Tito like? Can you moonwalk forward? All that stuff. Blew it. Mike looks and he turns and he makes eye contact with me. He says, bye, Will. See you around. And he goes off. And that was the only time I ever met Michael Jackson.
There you go, go, Court.
I shook his hand, yep.
You shook Michael's hand.
Gloveless, too. It was amazing. It was pretty cool. Was it worth the wait? I mean, it was Michael Jackson, like standing right there in front of you. How many people can say that? That was crazy.
Grown men froze. Legends lost their words. And some of the biggest celebrities in the world completely broke down. This wasn't normal fame. This was something else. Because when it came to Michael Jackson, he wasn't just a superstar. He was an experience. And in this video, you're about to see what really happened when some of the most powerful, famous, and confident people on Earth came face to face with him. But trust me, there's one moment near the end that you won't forget. It all started with something simple, a phone call. Now imagine this. You're already famous. Millions of people know your name. You've starred in blockbuster movies. You've performed on the biggest stages. You've made it. And then your phone rings. On the other side, it's Michael Jackson. That's exactly what happened to Zac Efron. At the time, Zac was already a global star. Fans loved him. His career was exploding, but none of that mattered in that moment, because as soon as he heard Michael Jackson's voice, everything changed. Zac didn't act like a celebrity anymore. He didn't stay calm. He didn't play it cool. He lost it. Completely. His body literally couldn't handle the moment. He started shaking.
Went up to Neverland, Michael had it cold, but Neverland was really like Neverland. You go there, Michael had big golden gates, you go through the gates, the music come on, he'd be like, la, 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 you'd be like, God damn. It'd be fly too. Michael had us riding on a little train to the house. This is some shit right there. Michael got a train in his house. We get to the house, man, Michael be sitting there cold-blooded like Michael Corleone. He'd be sitting there talking, all of a sudden something magical would happen. Like 2 giraffes just walk by the window, like, what the fuck was that? Michael, was that 2 giraffes just walk by the window? No, it was 3. It was 3 giraffes.
Just being in the same room as him was too much. Back in 1984, during one of the most iconic award shows in history, Michael Jackson walked into the Grammys, and what happened next was caught live on camera. Singer Angela Bofill wasn't prepared. No one could have been. The moment Michael approached her, everything changed. Her breathing got heavy. Her hands started shaking. And then, right there, in front of everyone, she completely broke down, hyperventilating, crying, overwhelmed. All because Michael Jackson gave her a simple kiss on the cheek. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't planned. But it was powerful. Because in that moment, she wasn't a performer anymore. She was just a couldn't fan, handle it, standing inches away but what from makes someone this she even admired more beyond unbelievable. Words.
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Oh, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
89. First time I met him, it's in Cleveland. He has a concert. I'm with Donkey. Let's go see him in the concert. We go to the concert. Last song is over with. His drummer, he has the drummer. The drummer gives me the
drum set.
And we're by the door. Mike at the door. He's waiting for a car. and there's really nobody there but just me and him. And he's just waiting for the car, and he's just looking, and people are coming over, you know, from the band, from backstage talk. And then I try to get closer because I want to say something, and then he turned around and said, "Where do I know you from?" I'm at the height of my career, pat.
That is impossible.
Like that.
Oh my God.
"Do I know you from somewhere?" I said, "No, sir, no, I just came to the show. I really admire yours." It's okay. And you turned around and got in the car. I said, "Oh, I got to try that on somebody."
Is that this effect wasn't limited to fans or singers. Even royalty felt it. In 1988, during the Bad Tour in London, Princess Diana attended one of Michael Jackson's shows. Now think about who she was. A global icon, a royal figure, someone who spent her life surrounded by power, attention, and admiration. She had met world leaders, influential figures, historic personalities. But when she met Michael Jackson, something shifted. You could see it. Her energy changed. She wasn't cold. She wasn't distant. She was excited, genuinely excited. She leaned in. She smiled. She spoke softly. And in a quiet moment, she asked him a question that revealed everything. She asked if he would perform Dirty Diana, her favorite song. That moment says more than words ever could, because even someone like her felt something special in his presence. But not every reaction was emotional in the same way. Some were surreal, like when comedian Chris Tucker visited Neverland Ranch for the first time. Now Chris Tucker is known for his energy, his confidence, his personality. But when he stepped into Michael Jackson's world, he was speechless. And honestly, who wouldn't be? Massive gates, music playing as you enter, a train leading you to the house, and then the unexpected. At one point, Chris looked out the window and saw giraffes. Yes, giraffes, just casually walking past. It felt unreal, like stepping into a different universe.
And he was an influence for you too.
Oh, enormous influence, and I never didn't love him. Through all of the media drama and the nonsense, I never didn't love Michael. I always loved Michael.
Let me ask you this. So you have put your money, because you have a lot of money, you bought Michael Jackson's memorabilia and clothing, right?
I did buy
what did you buy?
And I thought, well, if I just buy them all, then I can put them somewhere nice.
So you bought all of his tour clothes?
I bought, yeah, like
and what
most
else
of them.
did you buy?
So I really wanted to preserve that for him.
And that's what made Michael Jackson different. He didn't just live a life of fame. He created a world that no one else could replicate, a world that made even celebrities feel like kids again. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Because you would expect someone like Mike Tyson to be immune to all of this. A fighter, a champion, a man known for his strength, his dominance, his intensity. But even he couldn't escape the effect. When Mike Tyson first met Michael Jackson, he didn't feel powerful. He didn't feel in control. He felt small. In that moment, he wasn't Iron Mike. He was just another person, standing in front of greatness. And when Michael casually asked him, "Do I know you from somewhere?" it shocked him completely. Because imagine that, being at the peak of your career and still feeling invisible next to someone like Michael Jackson. That's not normal fame. That's something else entirely. And then there's Will Smith, confident, charismatic, one of the biggest entertainers in the world. But when he came face to face with Michael Jackson, everything he thought he would say disappeared. He had the moment, the opportunity, a private interaction, a chance to talk, to ask questions, to connect. But his mind went blank. All the thoughts, gone. All the words, gone. And just like that, the moment passed. Later, he admitted it. He completely blew it. Because being in front of Michael Jackson was overwhelming in a way he didn't expect. And if you think that was the end of it, it wasn't. Because even in the modern era, artists continue to feel his presence. Lady Gaga once revealed something that shocked people. She didn't just admire Michael Jackson. She invested in preserving his legacy, spending millions to collect his outfits, his items, his history. Not for fame, not for attention, but out of respect, out of love. She wanted to protect something that meant so much to her, because to her, and to many others, Michael Jackson wasn't just an artist. He was an inspiration, a once-in-a-generation force that changed everything. So, what was it? What made people react this way? Why did celebrities, people who are used to fame, pressure, and attention, completely lose control around him? It wasn't just talent. It wasn't just music. It was presence. Michael Jackson had something rare, something that can't be taught and can't be copied. An energy that people felt the moment he entered a room. A connection that went beyond words, and a legacy that still lives on, even today. Because at the end of the day, fame fades. Trends change, new stars rise. But moments like these, they stay forever. Moments where people forget who they are, because they're standing in front of someone unforgettable. And maybe that's why, even years later, people still talk about him the same way, not just as a legend, but as something more, something different, something emotional. Now, I want to ask you something. Out of all these moments, which one shocked you the most? Was it Zac Efron breaking down? Was it the Grammy moment, or was it Mike Tyson feeling small for the first time? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoy this kind of emotional celebrity content, don't forget to subscribe to Roundtable Celebrity, because trust me, you haven't seen anything yet.